Good, very, very early morning to everybody. By morning, I mean it's like 1 a.m. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. And yeah, we're on our way to the Netherlands. And it's a relatively clear night. There's not many clouds out, so it's not as dark as the darkest dark can be. But here, let me give you some more light. Just like this. So since there's nobody coming from the other direction, now there is. Okay, spoke too soon. But yeah, we're on our way to the Netherlands, and we're just chilling, taking a midnight drive, casual. Now, one does need to be mindful of the fact that I have my high beams on, and if I forget about them and somebody comes from the opposite direction, they'll be blind essentially. So don't forget about your high beams, because like, I've seen different reactions to them. Sometimes people, you know, if you have a high beams and the guy on the receiving end sometimes might do something like this, where they just like, hello bro, like they start like playing with it repeatedly, saying like, bro, like turn that off, type meme. And then the guy would sometimes also that had the high beams on, he would also do the same, and it would be this weird match. Like, sometimes it's really weird what people do. And it's just like, just enjoy the show, I guess, when you witness something like that. But yeah, don't forget about your high beams. One thing I noticed about this truck, or the DAF trucks in general, in comparison to Mercedes, because, you know, the only brand I drove beforehand was Mercedes, I did notice that the windscreen, or the windshield, is substantially smaller than on the Mercedes on this thing. Like, it's quite smaller. Like, on the Mercedes it's a bit bigger, like a couple of centimeters bigger, and the difference is noticeable. So it doesn't make that much of a difference. Visibility is still good, so here it's also quite iffy, because if you look at the road, if a truck comes from the opposite direction, I essentially need to wait here for him to pass, or he needs to wait for me, depending upon where we see each other. Because it just, like, look at these this is narrow city here, and if I want to keep my tires as healthy as possible, I really don't want to get close to the right hand side there. Like, I don't know if you can see on the mirrors, but I don't want to get too close, because I don't want to scrape those tires and damage them, and then have the potentially, like, them leaking on me, and, like, not leaking, but, you know, yeah, essentially getting damaged and exploding and whatnot. So best not to find out. So wow. And now we're thrown into the woods once more, or wooded area. So
The right lane. Then, after 400 meters, take the exit right in the direction of Woolwich Quay and go along A59. Take
And
the exit right.
okay, you done? Okay.
Please follow the route for 20 kilometers.
We are done with the delivery again.
Hard curve left.
We're still in the Netherlands. It's gonna be like another 2 hours until I'm out. So
Curve left.
it's gonna take a little bit of a while, but at least we're done, or I'm done. I don't know why I keep saying we, I guess if anybody watches these videos. But yeah, driving through the Netherlands in general, it's pretty good. Can't speak today, probably because I had only like 3 hours of sleep, because I had to do this delivery early, and I didn't want to take sleeping pills early because I don't want to get reliant on them to the extent that I need them all the time. So my experience, you know, I don't drive a lot of in Netherlands. I was touching on this, but it's most of the way back right now is just highway hopping. I just hop from one highway to the other, and then just yeah, to Germany. So, but it is a beautiful day today, that must be said. I think you can take a good look. It's mostly just this, like, it's majestic. The sun's peeking through the clouds. There's a lot of clouds up there. It's actually a beautiful day, but over there on my left, it's actually really cloudy. I don't know if you can see. Let me pull this up since I don't need it. But yeah, here on my left, there's just a lot of gray clouds. So